Good evening, welcome back for those coming back and all on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. So tonight we have Final Fantasy. We'll continue on with the side questables pieces later, but first up, the main quest for Dawntrail. So if you're basically hunting not to get caught in spoilers, well, bad for the moment, but we'll get over to it now. Actually, oops, that's the wrong button. I want this button. That button! I had to jump up here for half a moment. So what was I doing in the meantime? Well, not much, not much. I decided I'd run around and get most of the ether currents. So all we've done is explore a good chunk of the map, but we haven't gone that far because we got a mission to do, don't we? Last time we left, bandits stole Namika's bracelet. We're leaving a plan to come up with it. What happened? Aaronville told me what happened. You needn't worry about Namiki. If those bandits should find us, I will kick up a fuss and see them driven off. Meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't even care if they knew. It makes me sick. At least she's safe. I know you'll set things right. You better believable it. Somebody about that. Ooh, what do you got? More banana blend. Creamy hot chocolate. Ooh. Spatanxo with tenacity. Piety. Short tender cake for all the clerics out there and healers. Fruit and aloe jelly. Termination, critical hit. Just what you need for a caster. Yes, fruit and aloe jelly. Always room for jello. Right, let's recover that bracelet. Well, I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as it involves a gift from Wooklamat. We must be mindful how our actions might reflect on her. Find joy if lives were taken in the process. When it comes to violence, I ask you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dust Watch. Well, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong, are you? Oh, crud. I may have saved the star on one occasion, no more than any other adventurer. Just leave myself this. Save the star, that's a bold claim to make. True, it certainly speaks to your strength. Stated. If your curiosity's been sated, is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Late, they've been talk of unsavory types coming and going from Yawi. Tenyawi? Yawi? Southwest. Isn't that the old mining town that was abandoned? Yes, that's the one. Now, ceruleum extraction is big business. No one save time picking up dried veins there. Ooh, fair enough. Perfect lair for bandits, not to mention one with the bracelet fled in that direction. Yes. I see it. I can let the dawn watch, or dusk watch. No, dusk. No, I think we'll handle it this. Best if we went alone. Something I'd like to ascertain if you have no objections. Sure. Possible corruption in the Dusk Watch? The sheriff might not know enough, but his deputy might be basically swinging for the wrong side. Well, hi-ho Freya, away! Get the William Tell overture going here, right? Love the guitar, though. It's beautiful. There we go. Seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Let me finish that lemon iced tea. Oh, beautiful. It's a bandity town. We got Uh-huh. So they're all dressed in the appropriate wasteland-style armor. With a few exceptions. We're both crafty-type individuals. Made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Docks Watch not notice by now? Question for another time. First, we might find this. I don't see it. See the bandit who had it. Perhaps it's in one of the buildings. Should be simple to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look, I'll keep watch for trouble. Ninja. Okay, I'm trained as a ninja. I'm gonna sneak up with a great big bird behind me because that's how crap I think your skills of detection are. Yeah. Not notice. Eavesdrop inside. Look through the cracks in the thing. Standing here. Pick out muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we got a boss who can keep the dust watch off our backs. Ah. Watch what you say. Wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so. Who'd believe them? Believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew. Drunk brought our story about the gold shitting alpaca, am I right? Ah. Gold pooping alpacas. Oh boy. We can actually do this without aggroing anything in the area. You can safely eavesdrop here. Glowing blue. There's a glowing blue carbuncle and a great big bird. It's like, yeah, no one noticed me. Familiar voice rings through the wall. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniveling brat. Make me, I'll get you back for framing my friends. Oh boy. Vulture most of all. You can tell him he can eat bloop. At least they don't have that about it. Yeah, how about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? See how tough you are then. That's why that essential cutscene played. Keep watch, he's hiding over here at the last destination, my dude. You can safely eavesdrop on them from here. Lean in to listen, you hear someone entering the room on the other side. Prize you're gonna love, boss. Look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? It was made from some famous artisan. You idiot. How are you supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bang. Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions, sell it for a song. Don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Let's retreat for now. Both of us retreat. We're able to learn anything. Well, the idiot we saw in the previous town, he's here. Sounds like the Dust Watch has got this. Man of the Dust Watch? explained why these bandits are so able to do as they please, and gave the bracelet to him. Work cut out for us. Do you hear anything else of note? Yeah, the dingus cop Bung Bunga is here. Boy, confronted one of the officers in town, was it? Threatened to let him speak with the Vulture, the leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man to prey on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Usadawati, but now we know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult. He's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. I'll storm their hideout. I can take them. I could too. But let's play this nice. We need to get him out alone. Right, if we confront her with his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. Also southeast of here. You are doing this on purpose. Luwatan Inya Wawasia. You are doing this on purpose. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. I'm almost waiting for that place in Wales, you know, the one you can't pronounce. It's just that one long sentence that's technically been, all the spaces have been taken out because of how the language is physically spoken. Go down to the Pablo. Hi, Alsang's made it to Zactorel too. Hurrah! So if you're watching with him, good on ya. Ceruleum hole. I kind of wonder what ceruleum is. Like, is it a liquefied ether, so it's like liquid ether, or is it actually a composite fuel, like more like fossil fuel? Like, you know, like. And before anyone says something, natural naphtha was a thing back in the ancient world too. That's why that has a name. It's a mineral oil that's been come up from the earth bubbling for quite some time. Major ingredient was in Greek fire. Shows you the age of it. Won't be done with barging in the front door. We have to lure them out. That will avail ourselves of Yihihichia, dragon-like creature that lives south of here. Breeding season, you see. The males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. Few ingredient and sample of the feces, I can create an attractant that resembles this scent when burned. We're going to cause mischief. While they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. Collect the excrement. While you're at it, I will go procure the remaining ingredients. Oh, shit. It is, I did not ask because of any version of feces. Find the wild species of plants we require. Take this, fill 3 pouches with them, I'll handle the rest. Go fill up the poopy bags. Right? Curb your dragon. All the way over there too. It sort of came running through here. It's a Triceratoppa. Lun Huey Shehi. We have pterodactyls, which are actually what we're getting the dung droppings from. Ooh, groovy. Slowly. Yep, go get the poopies from the horned nest. Guano. No poopy there. All the remaining ones I have are up here. Foul smelling nest. Well. Squish. Something foul smelling's got to have some really rotten poopas in there. Gingerly scoop them into the pouch. Pouches. Back to the north again. This is sort of like, you know, Mexico, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas. I will get it right. I'm just being a goofball. That sort of region. Finished already, are we? We're kind of saying that gash or the bridge is covering would be like the Panama Canal. Tumble claw fibers, dried nopal tender root, generous helping of animal fat. Let's head back and we'll set off this smoke bomb. Somebody like, "Ooh, we'll let that ripe thing go." We knew something was up. That's why they did the cutscene, and Justinian was there. Back to our hidey spot behind this particular rock. Meanwhile, some of the guys looking at him, oh look, it's that guy and the big bird. You sure it's the same bird? I don't know. How many big birds have we seen? One? I'm taking the jelly. You're not. And quite the tasty collection of connectionables, or confectionables. Fixed on the bandits' hideout. Fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch. The attractant I leave to you. I'll sit in the bonfire near middle of town. Come soon after. Right. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sneaky, sneaky. Well, talk about leaving a flaming bag. Who are you? Perfect distraction. Flaming bag of bird poop. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here next to it. It's like, dude, highball it. Perfect. You know, you never wait around for a flaming bag of poop to basically be found. It's biff it and go. What's that smell? Someone left a flaming bag of dog shit here. Ugh, that reeks. What you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Come on, man, you did something to the fire. No, no, no. Yes, fuck you. You all did it wrong. Ugh. Did something die? What? Someone explain that ungodly stench to me? Aha. And he's holding the bracelet. Gotcha. I saw it. Someone's getting a smack up the backside. Boss? Over there? Huh? Uh-oh. What in the world? Oh, you guys are in trouble. Pterodactyls. Ah! Run for your lives! Cowards. The smokes are in there. I swear when I find out who did this. And stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. They gotta get me now, they're gonna kill me. Please, I'm begging you, you can wait. They'll hear you, dipshit. Nope, too late. Ruby. Shit, who was that? Failed your sneak check, didn't you, buddy? I didn't see nothing. You gonna help me or what? Bracelet must wait. Let's break him out. Withdraw for now. Yep. And you gotta work on that sneak skill, buddy. Might actually be left behind you. Too loud, my dude. Too loud. All that effort not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I don't think anyone would have had the balls to take on the vulture. No need, Pa. We're planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. Secret admirers of mine or something? Shut up. It's like, no. I'm just having fun with you. I do appreciate the help. Good job for you. Well, the vulture, I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer that confronted you in town? One and the same. But he's not masquerading as a gang leader. He serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. Knew he had to be highly placed. They're so confident they can avoid capture. Back the vulture sore? Right, let me help you. Least I can do after you bailed me out back there. It is Cache. Reckon he's headed there now, too. Go there, I've got a sore settle with him myself. You can wait. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Tell us? And it's a ton away. They call themselves Daybreakers. Me and my group founded the group. Uh-huh. Wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. Protect the people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers exploited by mining concerns, folks that needed help, even the odds. Right, adventurer would-bes. 3 years ago, found someone scheming in the shadows. Settled matters the best way we knew how. The duel. You see, by the old laws, anyone who loses duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in position of authority. Damn sure they did every time. Good. Our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Vulture and his thugs showed up, and they got the better of us, took over the Daybreakers. Afraid of him, did his bidding without question. When he showed up, showed them how they could make a fortune easy, that's when he really won them over. Nothing much more than a band of bandits and cutthroats who prey on people it was created to protect. That sounds vaguely familiar. Ilsabad. Talk to my friends. Quick Anna and Lil Wine. Quick, guess who's who? I'll say this is Quick Anna and this is Lil Wine. I don't know if I'm correct, but I'll say it now. Probably wrong. 50-50 chance. Accepted, gloated how he'll win. Showed up with a dust watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. Set their bail price that no one could ever hope to pay. Locked them away, no help for me there. Old friends at the dawn, and definitely not with the dust watch. Yeah. Eager, ready to challenge him in the middle of the town. Well, that guy with the spear stopped me. Stepped out of town, Vulture's minion caught me by surprise, took me prisoner, well, you know the rest. Duskwatch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? Yep, the chief is. No, not all of them. Sheriff Kamaki, honest as they come, staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. My word against deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? Wow. If he knows where the Vulture keeps the spoils, he can help us recover the bracelet. What do you think? I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. Oh boy. Plan? That's not here. I'll be waiting for you at the springs. Yeah, I'm not saying that word. Guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. I definitely want to get a drink of something to wash the stench of that smoke as well. Coming to town smelling of bird smoke. What are we being sneaky about? Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. More mild banana blend. But you always have a bunch of bananas. Alright. Sneak skill 1, sneak skill 2, sneak skill 3. Well, look who it is. Going solo goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option someone in his authority. Moves the spoils in cerulean barrels. No one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tulliola, where they're sold off. Stole his bracelet, knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. Doubt he'll trust a lackey with that business, given the providence of the peace. No, I wager he's not out for letting that bracelet out of sight till he's got coin in hand. Wasn't what to make sure of you after long, but I'm glad to see you were more than an impulsive child. I'll admit, not my finest hour, I admit. Listen, and that Vulture's a slippery bastard. We're going to catch him. We need to back him in a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. Guess we need to lure him away from here over to Hishwani. Would be ideal. For that I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Using that will expose him as a criminal. No way to tell if Whitman's carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? He'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. Groovy. Approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. Or I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child in the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. Deputy Chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't that break the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'll be using live rounds, but the risk I'm willing to take. I get to duel him with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, be the end of the Vulture. Well, it's not the dumbest plan I've ever heard of. Plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I think we can trust in the old laws. You're an unknown value. Not even he can ignore our traditions. Once he loses, I'll have him confess to his crimes. If you're satisfied, then so am I. Let's bring down friggin' Bahamut on this town and be done with it. I was seen in Tonawa, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. And you're with me. Tell the Vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Suspects a trap. He won't be able to take resisting and take the bait. Buy your friend as much time as this. Make our way to this. Once got the vultures there, I'll take care of the rest. Right, let's go it then. Right, let's put on that golden tongue. Flip that silver... Was it silver-tongued devil and just be the guy with the very persuasive thing. Part of being an RPG, talking the bad guy into doing something stupid. Hello, Mr. Bad Guy, I want you to do something stupid. Shatoni's doing. What's his angle? It's the brat past time I dealt with him. Oi. What's this? Unfamiliar face in these parts. Are you in need of the dishwasher? A rather rambunctious redhead kid tried to rob me. I got him pinned, chased him back this. You apprehended him? So just free turned to a life of crime. How awful. Goodness. Any trouble to take me to him? Drag his butt all the way there, huh? Come on, Mr. Bad Guy. Appropriate time to play tour guide with this. Kind of the way it is, isn't it? Not really my job to play a tour guide and basically explain to you what the town is, but I will do the exposition drop that, as according to the plot dictates. Yeah, haha. Gotta enjoy it a little bit. The place I don't see him. Just a little further. Very well, lead on. No, I'm not going to stand in that circle. I don't need to hear what he's got to say about the cerulean pits and all the rest of it. So unless I can kick him into one. Thought we were supposed to capture him alive. Whoops. Okay, so he's a little bit crispy, but that's okay. Is this the place then? Alright, I'm still learning my way around. Of all the... Let's keep moving then. Oh no, killer dust bunnies! Better be the place. Someone trying to tie them up around a big rock. Awfully thin, sir. Isn't the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something to us. Do you and I would both... That you and I would both dearly regret. You wish. Like, oh yeah, I got like the, you know, all the major divisions of Eorzea, as well as a bunch of other individuals, all willing to basically state that you're doing great, as well as your new leader. I think my name is a lot better off than your name. Mud. Is this spot? Where is he? Yeah, where is Aqua? This or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness. He must have escaped. Could have had these games, I've had it with you. Yeah? Hey! Weehoo! Looking for me? Gates are right there. You have to work a little harder. Begging for a sale by the time I'm done with you. Me! Crit chase him. Screwing with bad guys. This is the fun times.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Everyone's coming to have a look.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Kick it over.
Hey! That's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh.
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Right. Empty out your pockets then, Scuzzy Bops. Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Wuhute?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
Oh, that's good.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wuhute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Actually, it does, because he still has the bracelet in his pocket, so even if he's right, he's wrong.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
Ooh.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Bit long for the draw to grab and pull. Friggin' Russian weeds. What do you mean? Tumbleweeds are technically from Siberian plains.
Oh, you little shit!
And there's the bracelet.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
You are so done.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
It's fighting for the reason.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wuhute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
Drew first, but he wasn't quick enough to get the gun down, huh?
As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Tonya Tenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yep, very nice wooden bracelet.
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Hooray! Saloon. Ended up being more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Finally over! Couldn't have brought him justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Well, apparently you got banana milk. Coin would have been equally as present. Bracelet, let's return to the springs. This. I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. Weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. So that's opened up this. When bill comes, or when the bill comes due, sovereign proposition, tastes like home, local giants, taste of the wild, meeting of spirits. Well, like Zaktel, or sorry, Waktel, we'll leave it to basically be the. We're not leaving the zone at the moment, and the rule is we basically complete all the quests before leaving the zone. So we can stay on the main quest for much longer. Yay! So we will. Yep. Here's the bracelet. Bracelet, thank you so much. More than a gift. It's part of me that I could never hope to replace. The Wooklamat was blessed to have such devoted friends. Wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more long-standing acquaintances. Regardless how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond. I'm sure you'll continue to do so. I think so. Can't say I'm surprised. The deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew that something was not right about him. Easy claim to make, and the gift of hindsight. Here, the real Daybreakers have arrived. Oh, which one's which now? Quicana and Lilowin. I was right. Quicana was her. Ha 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 ha. Good points. Leaving Zekua, doing what you did, would still be locked up. No idea how satisfying to see that bastard put behind bars. Never get we'll find a way to get us out. Always the best of the Dawnbreakers. Is able to conceive go along with his plan. Group's smaller, lacking the strength of size, but some outlaws will see us as an easy target. Anyone should give the dust this, the Daybreakers will be there. I mean, day and night, so no one ever gets the better of us again, isn't that right? You'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if it all goes as it should. Off chance it doesn't, best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. Great debt, one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Till we meet again. Excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. Be here a while yet. Oh, do let me know if there's anything I can be of assistance. Oh, were you not taking the train home? Train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? Why? You mentioned no such thing. About the tracks being damaged in the last quake, the tunnel was closed as well. Earthquake? Must have happened when we were still down south. And quite a few tremors of late. Rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. Odd. Like, that's a coincidence. That's just merely a coincidence. And I don't trust coincidences. If you want to know when station resume, you can speak with the station master yourself. That station's just over there. Something something RR. I guess it's like 1X Railroad. People aren't too happy about train delays. No one ever is.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
Oh, bugger.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
What you gonna do about it?
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
No, just...
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to...
The hell?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
Funny that. Oh, yeah.
Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
I've been dragged into worse. And worse.
There they are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Towikway.
And this grizzled mug is Zopia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Uh-huh.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
All right.
Something the matter?
More emphasis that the first and the area left over by the first is the sort of North America stuff. Northern, or yeah. Norvrent? It's nothing.
Oh? For a moment, it looked to me like you were just dying to say something.
We all have our secrets. Best not to pry.
Yep.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber.
Same problem, same thing,
We'll be
different
using
area.
it to fashion new railroad ties.
So, Ilmeg.
So it needs to be the
or no,
strongest
what is
stuff
it?
we can get.
Right.
In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
Mm-hmm. No small number live in Shaloni. Never visited the home of the Hechero. According to older traditions, they may have a dim view of the railroads. Up. A weapon coffer, 699 stuff. Alright. Let's follow Walika. Another station on the way, be sure to drop in. Train depot, you can still see it from the outside. Fake on my sleek design of the head end myself. Peek through the windows, probably catch a glimpse of enough jabbering Senza. Thanks to these two, we have some real work. Let's get to it. See you later. Up in a station, after all, it's on the way. When it goes time to board the train, you're going to, obviously, which will take us out of this region. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Suspecting the train will take us out of the region. Looks like a boat or ship or other type thing will. Oh, it's a proper on steam engine. Hope we don't have to bust the barrel or top of this one. The train's an impressive sight. How easy it must be ship goods throughout the wilds now. Right, Medicine should be northeast of here. Let's continue on. Figure that's got to be fairly close by to where that point is. Ishani Wildlands. Ronic. Cactables are wonderful. Oop. 333 to the east. Gonna weave right out here in the open, huh? Aldi. They're more traditional people, but they accepted the giant glowing crystal. Still is the... Oh, this is different again. 663 stuff. Okay, so they're offering the 663 things. Yeah, which is what the previous village offered. All right. There you are. The village is just up ahead. Aha. Told I never had direct dealings with these people, Michoan. You know their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Players. Lovely clean air. Feels like overpowering cerulean. Breed after the overpowering cerulean of Shusson Springs. Just as pristine. It's paradise for people and animals both. Glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. This is my son, Shepetto. Pleasure to meet you. Indeed. Warm welcome. Apologizing for our sudden intrusion. Stationmail and Zactoral railing. Recent earthquake has damaged our track and we require timber to make repairs. This is Thalen and Aaronvale, who volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You have the most curious air about you. Oil and steel, tanned leather, the faintest hint of fair winds blown from distant shore. Though I not know where, I gather you are not from these lands? I'm a traveler of the star. Truly, I'd love to know more of you and the lands you've seen. You hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you're curious about those of others as well. Of course, nature's as boundless as our love for her lands and her children, so particularly have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, the Hetsero teach us these things. There's more reason I believe we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. It means leader of souls in the Hetsero tongue, does it not? Many creatures revere as Hetsero amongst the Hetsaro. Here we look to the Ronek for guidance. Being the use of our Etherites, while we are committed to our tradition, does not mean we reject outside influences. That said, certain things give us pause. Such as... We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask you to indulge in us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. We don't often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you would follow me... Here, Wiggle. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Oh, there's a lookout spot there. Well, we'll grab that while we're here. And there's an ether wind. Sightseeing log number 25. Yay! 60 to the east. See it. hanging out here on the dock. Lake Tuari. $280 to the east. That's like just on the other dock over there. Let's go get that. That is a deep lake. Obviously a swimmable on the underside of it. Yep. If that's the case. And I can be a little bit baloney. So we got pondweed and fishes and trees that have fallen in here, although that looks... I know those look like trees and roots and all the rest of it. Crocodiles, of course. Off to the north. Didn't even keep myself straight on. If I'd come straight across, I could have been there. Sorry, alligator. Oh, sorry, not crocodiles. Alligators. What's the difference? People don't pay the same for a crocodile handbag. I was right. It was straight across. Whee! Should mean, yes, so I've only got the blue quest to grab the ether currents on. Don't do that. Discovered a new location. There's a star, other worlds, way out the far corners of Nowheresville. Frankly, I fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. Potential for a danger plane. Temperament has become erratic of late. We have mentioned that. You know what it was that caused this? Of our suspicions, others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, undergone transformation. I don't think it's that, my dude. I think something else more recently just happened. And the railroads are part of that. These Ronaks are sensitive creatures. Train as it thunders to the plane may well have caused them distress. I don't think so. Checked outside, but in this, we cannot help but worry. Understandable. Thank you for being forthright. Matter only concerns the Hatcher, but all of Shaloni. Bring it Tench to Valkona. Kona? Alone through him. But he's apparently, how should I put this? Hard-headed and aloof, values technological advance and efficiency to the damage of all else. He's, changed. Mind your tongue, Geppetto. He did. Well, there is a grain of truth to the rumors. He's not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Right. So, Certainly a side of him we weren't aware of. Beside this and the right of succession, I'd take his word over the rumors. You took part in the right of succession? You were that close to the Dawn Servants? I was grateful for the help, but had I known I recruited a bona fide hero. Crap. Yeah, kinda. Uncertainty for the future, but there's clearly much we do not know. This is the case, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. Open our hearts and our minds to see that Valkona for who he truly is. Might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I am hopeful he will do the same. Gululjaja. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. Promise to keep the Roanoke foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. We'll seek Valkona's counsel. For your time and the timber, endeavor to return the favor. Hope to see you again soon. Earthquake after the fact. Something bad happening. We still haven't technically had the... We've seen the things that we haven't supposed to see, that we as players have seen, but our characters have not. Lining up the, third act twist. More than enough timber to fix the ties. Transport it. Much more involved than this. Didn't think we'd be given so much. Wait here, spell. We're up a few minutes in a Roanoke. It won't be long. Glad that went well. Thankfully, it seems we won't have to make several trips for the timber. $669, is it? 663, 669, 96. And the land would tremble. Pile of timber with undisguised wariness. Well, while we wait, we can start moving the timber somewhere more accessible. Shouldn't take long if we split the work. Put the entire crate and go with it, right? Right over the head. Over the main road. I would too. Be laughing the whole way. We just move it to the main road. Like, aren't you a caster? I cast iron. It's not that much timber in it. The box is probably heavier than what's inside. Pick up the... Well, we'll just move some of the crate and pick up the crate and just, like, run with it. I think this should be enough. Move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we repair the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? Much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. Have to wait one after the other. I'm afraid you'll be riding free of charge. Oh, afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. At least we can do this. That's fine. I know a few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. That's true. I don't mind waiting for our train to come back. Stop off and see the train off. Breathtaking sight, let me tell you. Driving, no engineer compares to her. It's always a treat to watch her work. But our only work we should be worried about is our own Shenza. Still got more to do. Panic, I know. We're fixing train tracks again for these guys. But it emphasizes myself again. Quiet. Near the station, pass the time. Anything else in Shalani or Keen Sea, I'd leave it to you. Right. That's translation. Go do the other quests. Right, we got a blue quest here, blue quest there, blue quest here. That's 3 blue quests. And the land would tremble. Oh, great. In the deepest pits of the 7 hills, to the pinnacles of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Yeah, okay. Look at these 3 people boxing. Now, where is the map? I need... Oops, not that. I need my teleports thing. Travel, travel, teleport, teleport. I know the name, I just can't pin it right now. Norverint. Amanang. Yeah, so Amanang is this. Okay. Ratika Greatwood is in the south there. And I'm taking, like, the Tempest is probably one of the coastal areas. Same with Kaluza and Lakeland. All these areas here are all this part. It opens up 3 of them, but I don't see the other ones. Not until there's 5 blue. You agree with that? Yeah, I do. Not until there's 5 blue. So I'm gonna have to do all the quests to get the full set of armor set up anyway. Ah, Ronick. Run, Buffalo. I know. Was it the American buffalo is not quite the same as that. Been reassigned to definition as bison. Right. Here to almost have finished. Oh, yes, in which case, definitely put these cutscenes together. I don't think I should be blowing ceruleum out the stack, though. Technically, the stack was to carry out...
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
The steam engine.
Here she comes!
It's supposed to be shooting flame out the top stack.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
Yay!
There's nothing so enchanting as a ceruleum-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Thrall. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with.
Fair enough.
But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
No, this is something else. What do we have, a Thunderbird?
Gods have mercy.
Ah, crap, it's behind me again. Okay, that's new. Some sort of magical dome.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitowikwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We got some calls.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
No, you sit still. Me go investigate, not you. Oh, back, monkey dongs. We've seen this before.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
Some sort of dimensional gate. Get back right away.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning.
It's still up
The
there.
people need our help.
So much for going slow on it.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Yeah!
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
bastard!
What?
What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the thanks. Just get to safety.
Cool, Jaja. Right.
I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace.
Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
I know there's many machinists who's gonna want this weapon. Same with gladiator blades.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
Ooh. Okay, you're not wearing something normal. So, plan just went out the backside door. The third act twist was a little more kaboom than I thought. I thought I had time to do to... I think Papa's in bad condition. Oh, great. He's wearing armor and equipment from them.
That you should still live.
Sriracha?
No, someone else.
By the gods, what has happened to you?
Hello, old man.
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
Yeah, no, he gone crazy, dumb, stupid dupe.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
I suspect that might change, my dude.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
He's not talking like he's Zeralja.
Farewell, Zeralja, my son. And forgive me.
You gonna do the get back up thing?
What?
How?
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one.
It's not him, it's something else.
I shall even the odds.
I knew that was going to happen, but...
Papa?
No! Yep.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
Zeralja!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Sriracha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies.
Mm-hmm.
When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Good call, Alize. It's just hyper emotional right now. With good reason. We have a modicum here? How could this happen? Can it be a... Oh, red. Leave my eyes. Yes, I get it. Can't die. You can't. No, I guess I needed to do this first, because obviously... There's the armor. The most I could have gotten was the helm. It's no time for tears. How could this happen? Indeed. I was expecting a decent third act plot twist, but this was a bit much.
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokui. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save their strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Let's take the initiative. Countless people need help. Proud to be succeeded by a children. Think you'd never get to see them carry on his legacy. What can we do now? Only have been more careful. Indeed. Indeed. Right. So I Bring word from the city. Enemy has withdrawn. Landsguard begun rendering aid to the people. The ranks have hindered progress, but we will continue all we can do. Thank you for the report. Please inform the guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. People. I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. Thank you. There's sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. Split up, help them all. And count on us. Alphano and Alizé, Bayside Bevy, Kryl, Airville, Palace Perimeter. Somebody in the suspended quarter. We'll meet back here afterwards. I'm not about to turn around and run back to Zactorel to do some random quests. Especially seeing it will only be the... We'll go with the standard ones. It'll be these items here. Plus some coin and experience. Even the music of the zones changed. Nice. Like, no. That is one thing I must admit I do enjoy that they do in this game. When things happen, the world changes. Things that change the world change the world. Angered soldier. I'll be fine now. Failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were the vows? They're not to blame, I understand. I do, but I need to clear my head. I get that. But, and this is one of the harder lessons of power. Ruler is not there to do, but to get others to do. Thank you, sir. My husband and son, they were, yes, they were. Oh, that's a player. For a second, I thought there was someone sort of sitting down there being mopey. One of the, you know, the whole picking flowers things is a bit that always bugs me in a game. Picking flowers? Mm-hmm. You case of something changes, example here. Thanks. I think I'm all right. See them, those soldiers? Look like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how do we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you, I thought I was done for. Something to serve. Enemy looked like Zeralja. Can't be true. Why would the first promise attack his own people? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Frightened merchant. Get that floor there. Thank you. The pain's better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why'd they attack us? Why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Gul'jaja. We were safe, but now, the first real test of power, yes. '96 gear. Just aiding the people here? Best we can. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children. No, now isn't the time. There's still others who need help. Go see how things are doing at Talon March. Afterwards, go to find Alizé and Bevy Beat. They get there. No evidence, significant damage to this. Fighting did not spread this far, it seems. It has mostly changed from that solemn to the somber. Fresh scorch marks, doubtless from the enemy assault. Drops appear to weather the chaos, though it's where it's been strewn across the floor. Yeah, I know this is like a bit of a disconnect. You got this whole sad thing, but because it's a shared space, they're either ahead or behind this point in time. So you see this, but they don't. To the degree. I surveyed the location for damage and go find Alize. She will be more PO'd than you will have to worry about at all, Wuklamat. She's got anger for both of you. I promise that. She's a little like Wuklamat. Aggressive. Still untempered. All I could do. Delivered into the Land Guard. This, worth the Land Guard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Sakharov had actually meant to harm people, look around, the buildings are hardly damaged. Or to incite fear, show he could strike whenever he pleases. It's just that how's Lamity? What happened to her father? She's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Everyone has their limits. She'll needs rest, and soon. Mention of seeing her towards the shore. Gleam sands. Find her. Here it is.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
There you are, Lamachi. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamachi. Lamachi!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamachi.
We've seen a lot more of this.
You need rest. You and him both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people... I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them.
Yes.
If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
Yes. Lessons of power.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
Don't save your people by brooding.
You're right. This isn't the time for sulking.
Rest.
Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't.
There you go.
We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believed that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did.
This is something else.
My brother is different. There'll be no reasoning with him. He killed our people. Our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal.
Yeah, there are some people in the world that are like that. They think their way is the right way and they will not be swayed from it.
What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zoralja and kill him.
No. Like, no. But I... Confront him? No. Kill him? No. That's my job. But no, my job. Been here, done this. Yes, thank you for being for me and my urging me on despite all my sulking. Isn't very leader-like, is it? So much happens so quickly, I struggle to make sense of it all. Strange soldiers, those floating ships, the new power Zoralja commands. Everything he's done and he still intends to do, can't afford to headlock into battle, not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength to do what I must. Heading back to the palace, I need to talk strategy with Kona. Can you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Tell Alze I'll be alright, probably at Bevsy Bay. Bevy. Yes. First lesson of power to get others to do for you and to, trust in them. Oklamat's learning that one right now. Not an easy lesson to learn. It should not be this painful for most. Yes. We have a dead trooper here, do we? Take it by Ian Lamity's feeling better. Strong for people, Terrell. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. And we will fight together. Yes. What do we have here? That said, I wish I knew exactly what we're up against. Clearly not a person, Doesn't look like any automaton or magic weapon I've ever seen. Far away as you travel, perhaps you've encountered something similar before. Mind taking a closer look? Zoologists' new powers. Resembles a gun, construction more advanced than anything you've seen before. Main sigil on the front of its helmet. Construction quite intricate. No signs of a power source. And if we didn't know what we knew about Golden City, then looks like a person, but it's clearly mechanical. Features make it lack of face, not at all least. Source of power? Not really. Even the firearm goes beyond this. The cerulean or other conventional fuels. Tried channeling ether into it earlier, no response. That would rule it out as an arcane entity. Completely lifeless now, a far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Rather than meta, it's more akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere recently? Sky's deep sin-out. Glowing stone in the chamber when the gate of the Golden City. Soldiers are a different color. The warships are the same black stone as the gate itself. Covered in purple glyphs, yeah. There's be a connection. What we gather with the others at Sunperch. Meanwhile, I think we should take this thing with us. After we separate its head from its chassis. You just put it over your shoulder? Yeah, just give me a second. Bust off its head. But I don't know if it can work without its head or not, but we're taking it back with us. Ring, ring. Oops. Everyone's already here. Cutscene. Voiced? Unvoiced? Ooh, questions.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Hmm.
And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care.
It's not bad, mind you. 50. Terrible, but hey. Some places see far worse in an attack like that.
Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue. That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command?
I think Kennerum's going to bring us
remain unknown.
Answer to that.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
By all means.
It's me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
Alisaie's like, who? I'm not sure. I'm expecting to see...
Greetings, everyone.
Thancred and... Raha! I wondered when you were going to get here. Dola! I recognize that cane. Where's Thancred and... Urianger?
Raha! Y'shtola! After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest. But I gather circumstances are quite dire.
You must have called them across when they discovered the
All is
Golden
well
Sea.
in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Gulul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Thanks to Wuklamart, I was allowed to attend that meeting. What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
Please. We needed this explained as well, because,
As you know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex that brought me to Tural. A letter from the Dawn servant, addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Tural nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to
we
help
got
in
a guy
the
over
rite
here
of
in the background
succession.
that knows everything. Ketterum, speak up.
At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Gulul Jar Jar. Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
it led to another reflection.
Really? Explains you're here.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Galul Jaja. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Echo. There we go. Migraine. Headache. Coffee. Hey, Galuf.
This black stone is remarkable. I cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Allagan, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
Guys who came up with summoning.
Seven hells!
He's from Limsa for certain.
What did you do?
Yet nothing.
Nothing.
An earthquake?
None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? Nay, this is different.
Oh no. Lalafell? Ryle? Lalafells are interdimensional invaders. You know, they're across all the different reflections.
Baby?
What do you think
now,
they...
hold on. Why would you...
Now what's this?
What is this? Who are you?
Oh no. Carl's not even from this reflection.
Though it never opened again, Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value. All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void.
We got the first, we got the 13th. Where's this lead us?
We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important, so Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping. Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian and raised her as his own.
Then the child was...
Everyone look!
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself.
Oh no.
Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this. But enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
Yes.
The forces that assailed Tuliolo. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Zeralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory.
Mm-hmm.
On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing.
Yeah, keystones.
Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit? You believe that it was...
I only got a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
Ah.
So our assumption is Zeralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical army.
It fits. And if he did, then it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections, but what of my home? What's become of it?
We don't know. Uh-huh. We're going to find out. This looks like a job for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We're going to find out.
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
Been to another world already.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Huh. Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
Indeed.
I'm coming with you.
That smile gets
That's
me
where my
now.
mother is.
Like,
That's where I must go.
no, you were with your
Can't
people.
say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do.
Like, you stay here, you have a people to look after first and foremost.
I have to put a stop to Zoroja and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city. As such, I shall remain in Tuliolol. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we are prepared for the worst.
Mm-hmm. Kyle's joining the dome group.
I wish to go to the dome. As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
In that case, please let me come too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
Alzay's coming.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
Graha?
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
I think we're missing two.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this.
Where did they
Thank
disappear
you,
to?
everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
Good call. This vacation just went kaplooty. Another reflection encroaches upon our own, but how and why now? Because we're seeing our operations base useful as I can. And against another assault. I believe I am from another reflection. I wonder, does this mean my soul is thinner as a native of the source? Than a native of the source. Sure. Shijola would have noticed. God, so much I don't understand. My head's ripe to burst. What I have to do now. Alright. Boots. Hurry to set off. Before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what's happening and how we intend to fix it. Assembly, rest assured. There are no... How many will come? Those distressed need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. Here to join us? Apparently so. Be a herald indeed. Guess everyone will get ready for this. Head Lancer and announce the address. People know going to be the one that can decide whether or not they want to hear it. People suspended. Bayside. I will have the rest of the city. Okay. Form this, but they may have left it. I'll give them a phone call anyway. Have to examine one of those mechanical soldiers later anyway. Indeed. Just straight out from here. Neato. That was all separate instance, so you didn't have like dozens of people running in doing doo-doo-doo-doops. I suppose. This looks like the general exploration and things all said and done. So we have the first we're still working to restore. The 13th, which we're going to save the world from, but now looking to restore. Which reflection is this? That is the question. Which Final Fantasy game dealt with these sort of things? Or is this something unique? So tomorrow's going to be a basic catch up all the other sub-quests probably in the area? I'd say so. But I suspect we'll be giving the last couple pieces here. Hat, the gloves, the boots. And then we'll have to get down the rest of them. Dumbfounded farmer. To the old false enemy, what would happen to us? To our homes, to our farms, everything we worked so hard to build. Lives and communities, the histories, all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. Mighty dress of people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? You probably need to turn up to hear. I already have a plan already? They've lost so much. They're prepared to carry on, and standing around worrying about what's to come will change nothing. Life. Say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go here. They intend to do. Level-headed resident. Still can't believe we were attacked. For mercy, my family was spared. I don't know what I would have done if they'd come to harm. I'm gonna make an address soon. I'll be there, of course. This person does not need to be persuaded. No, really? Sorrowful citizen. Please leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Guljaja is slain. Yet Val Woklamat and Val Konas. Funny that he doesn't actually seem to have anything more than that for a name. Especially when you have the two both up there. Still fight for our nation? For us? Very well, if they would speak, at least I can do is listen. Crash. Fearful resident. Checking on everyone, are you? Been bad days, but you can only spare so much time mourning. Only by looking in the future can we overcome crisis. We all need to do our part. Here are similar sentences to address. The person does not need to be persuaded. Sparing alpaca herder. Not safe here, not anymore. I could try to leave Terrell, but where else is there go? Well, sure. Can't stay here, but I fear nowhere in Terrell was beyond the enemy's reach. What of the lands across the salt? I know. Even if I ran, I'd regret it in the end. Terrell, this is my home. I know the Dawn servants would give their lives to defend her. I will put my faith in them, and I will hear what they have to say. Together as one. Until all are one. I didn't think there would be that many people hanging out towards on the beach, but you never know. Wonder if this is going to do the same thing, you know, won't let you go any further until you've completed out the these quests like it did in in Endwalker, didn't it? Where is mostly intact? Glad tidings from my clients. No time to spare. We gave it a public test. I have to take inventory before then. I'll be there as well. Still not need to be persuaded. Paranoid resident. On lookout for them. What if those soldiers come back? Strange machines. Gods, I have so many questions. Well, perhaps you can get some answers from up on the hill. I'd see that would look at my mind to learn something, anything, threat we face. Alright, I'll go to the wing walk. Ready to feel better and likely still once I hear what the Dawn servants have to say. Resting resident. Yeah. How you need up this? Been busy as well? Julio wants to come for this. Check Destinius. We'll get through this together. Does not need to be persuaded. Mama. Crap. Pick up the bodies, people. Stockpiling, citizen. Stock up on food and medicine much as I can. What else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. You know, just not panic your stuff. Sure, Copley will likely sell it. Stone men will return. I have to get out of here. Find somewhere safe. You know, hey, the Dawn servants are going to talk about that. Wants to speak with us? As a plan. I'm hearing what she has to say. My dude. Damn it. Best sales I could have had in my life. And you just sent them away. Flustered citizen. Only so much I can carry on this, and those hollow devils come again. I need to be ready. Mean well, but they're young and inexperienced, barely look after themselves. 5, I do not know if we can count on them. Perhaps you need to hear what they have to say then, to see if they are that is. I strike back at the enemy, so they're resolved to face this. Maybe it's too early to think of running. All right, I'll go hear their address. Right, time for the rousing speech. There's only so many gut punches they can throw, and I think they threw too many in Endwalker. to really get under too many people's skin about, well, this. Even if you've learned as much as I have from all the quests we've done in the areas. You know? I know. We have to do these quests to unlock the 99 armor anyway, which we will be needing. Just like run right past them. Hey, it's just a group of people standing over there. Answering my few questions. Brought quite a few people, thank you. Jose returned ahead of you, but hearing you were still out there, decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. That's Alize for you. Well, in Turali affairs, we were already involved. Helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Tural and sharing the rich cultures of your people, I can see no other way. Well, Zeralja and his army pose not only threat to Tural, but to the Star as a whole. We'll stand with you and protect what you hold dear. It's true. It's not the first time we've fought for another group on this. We fought for Doma, and we fought for Gir Albania, and we fought for the Umorans when they were basically pushing forward. Don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? Coffee is great. I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Thalen. Happy cat smiles. Needn't worry about me either. Whatever weirdness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. Restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. Here, you might want to drink this while you're at it. Speaking to people from our hearts. Right. I need to see a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Your father raised them well. That he did. They were, you know, rough. They needed definitely a good amount of polish to come up to this level. Hey, we got a good amount of people again. Right? You can tell Zeralja is not a complete bastard, otherwise you target that spot and fire every weapon you got at it. Yeah. Right? Okay, this ought to have butterflies in your tummies. There it is.
Namachi, are you all right?
Yes, don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
Good.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
He needs to step up closer. His little head stopped popping over the top.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor. And for a moment, we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, His foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're Tuliolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuli Yolal.
That earring has all of a sudden taken up a whole new importance.
You are the beating heart of our nation. Each and every one of you.
You think so? Oh, we know so. Well done.
Uncertain days lie ahead. But for now, I ask you to persevere. To go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Well, she got the gift for the gab, that's for certain. Must not have endeavored to fail them. Nope. Inspired to see such a diverse people rally as one. Glad to see how many people came. I wasn't sure how many I'd won over, so I decided to keep at it. Aha. Just like you got upset with me for the sheer number of bats that I killed, because I just wiped out the bare number and you killed more and you were upset that you thought I was taking it easy on you. We know your way of things. My first time in the first. Exarch as no king, often found myself speaking before the people of Crystarium in that matter. Through their deeds, they answered me. People of Trail will rise to the occasion. This I can tell. Let's carry out Wuklimat's thing. Our departure's at hand. I'll accompany you part of the way. I'd like to see the dome firsthand. Of course, as soon as everyone else, I'll inform Wuklimat. Ah, there you all are. Yeah, we're all hiding over here. Ah, Lamati. Call on you. Are you ready to leave? Seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up all hope, was all the encouragement I could ask for. It's going. We leave Zakral Sky Gate. Always the last to take the turn and move. Oop. Oops. Can't do it at sprint. So 2 more pieces of main gear. And then there will be the Aetheryte offered. Talk about. Bona and Keterum will continue to manage this and this. Once we've inspected the dome, I will join them in preparation against further incursions. Or I can sense something isn't right about that dome. What does he say? Stay vigilant. Everything we need for the expedition, from food to medicine to gear. Wait a minute, how much can fit in Aaron Vale's rucksack? One of those bags of holding. Well beyond Shalone. The thing we have Aaronville to guide us. Isn't exactly a short distance from this, but if the train isn't operating, we need other means of travel. Good. Break down Zerolja and secure peace for Tulliola. Passing through Shalone, reports of enemy movements, so stay sharp. We're now in instance area number. Landsguard told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took to looming overhead. Display a force like the vessels in Tulliola. While they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. Passing a few settlements on the way to Strolle Station, it's a perfect opportunity to look around. There's know a few locals who can help. We'll divide into two groups. How do we always divide? Arabelle, Alza, Thalen, come with me to inquire with the locals. The rest of you go and inspect the dome. Once everyone is finished, reconvene at Shalone Station. Right, I think this is the great part where I basically break off and do all the side steps and stuff. Start with vision with us base, if I remember correctly. Sheriff Kamaki should be able to tell us a few things. And we should be able to do a bunch of questables in that area. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 sets of blue. And a main quest. Yes. You figure I should do these, do those, zip over, do these ones, do those ones, and these ones over here, and then continue? Yeah, I'm thinking so, but I'm thinking I should also be mounted to get to the city. Because I have a funny feeling after I get this so that it gets to wherever this train point goes to. Mostly coin. Yep. But we'll stay on the main for the moment. Yeah. So I suspect we'll get the other two pieces of equipment, and then it will basically be the one with the ether. So I don't think, if I look at my ether currents, it'll be 2 blue, 1 main. This prevents you from being able to fly around the area without completing the main quest in the area. It's been the common thing. Own peacekeeping force. You too. And I'll be Val Wootlookmat as well. Sheriff of the Dustwatch. Yes, what's the situation here in Halswani? Tried picking us a fight with it. Shave gave us a shock when they first appeared, but they've been floating there holding position. Unsettling reports come elsewhere, but we've been looking at investigating to the extent we can. Spread thin, haven't been able to look on Shiseni Springs yet. Now, mechanical soldiers were seen in the vicinity. And the people are in danger. What about the other townships as well? A visit to Metsawan. I'll couple Arendvale. I'll see you in a while. We got 3. It's not until there's 4 blue that I'm really worried about it. And all clear this way. And so don't seem to be in this region. Talk to the locals, make each the round, see what we can learn. I must admit, it's hard to do, like whenever a game gives you the whole, hey look, imminent invasion, or imminent destruction, or imminent something or other. You're like, hey, yeah. By the way, you need to go pick up a bunch of things over here. Railroad clerk. One that helped us the other day. Good place for you, Bird. Mikaela and the others were out investigating, confirmed Nowakegi is safe. The train had begun its journey back, had the dome appeared. Those riding on the train are fine, but we don't know what's become of those that disembarked at Ysulani. What a mess. Just after we finished fixing the tracks. Fair enough. Matzo! What's up with you, Matzo? Mechanical soldier. And shot? No signs of life. Been run through by a polearm. Estinian! Good to see you're in the region. Seems to be run through with a polearm. Well, surprised no one's decided to ping you on this. It's like, hey, Estinian, found a worthy hunt for you. Ah, Iate. You came. You can see we're doing all right. Ships apparently, so White showed up, surrounded the town. A traveler came along and dealt with them all in a flash. I'll never forget the way he soared through the air, spear in hand. Shame I never asked his name. All thanks safe to him. Can't say the same in those in Ysulani, but we haven't heard from anyone there. Hope Nameka as well. Sounds like Estinian's in the zone. That would be Estinian. He should be dressed in his black armor at this point, you think? I doubt he's wearing a shirt. Sounds like Estinian ran through here and killed everything. Heard about the spearmen as well. That could be anyone else. Was this someone spreading more gossip about me? Oh, hello. Estinian, we knew you were in the area. Talk about I saved the town, travels fast, ha ha ha. Not discounting help of my friend here, of course. We gave those machines a real beating. I thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what's happening? Indeed. So you're the ones that indeed keeping this. Yep, thank you. Think nothing of it. Autonoma weren't particularly strong. Rumors are true. Guga Jaja is saying. Afraid so. Zaralja used a dirty trick to get the better of him. We'll make him pay for what he's done, mark my words. You're going to help her, I assume? You better believe it. We've got a right fight on our hands. Invaders from another realm. Ah, I see. With your contingent, you won't lack for strength, in which case I will remain here in Shilani and keep an eye on things. That will be great. More to us than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourself in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kona. Kona? Brother? Wait a second. You're the Vow of Resolve. And you're Zekwa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Absolutely. If more of those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. Load your rounds with real rounds instead of those rubber plugs. Fastest gun. After all, Thalen can attest to that. Fast enough. Glad to hear it. We'll leave Shalani in your capable hands. Let's get to patrolling right away then. Easy, Eager. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything reckless. Wasted words, eh? Just do what comes naturally. You better believe it. Right then, time we headed to the station and join the others. I have to adjust the boots, but I have a funny feeling it's soon. Case of donning the tradition combat garb. Angry cactus! You prick! Proclamat, the Insidians here. Him to watch over the people, Shalon. They will have naught to fear. Raha, what do you think of all this? Absolutely massive. What manner of kingdom do you suppose he's claimed within its borders? I visited settlements west of here. Thankfully, no damage or casualties to speak of. Still safe. The animals are unsettled by the recent events. I suspect this is what's really this. Only safe. What a relief. You're supposed they've been here after the ceruleum. When you see Stola, thanks to Estinian, there were no casualties to speak of in Shalone. Safe as well. At least there was no sightings of soldiers there. About the dome, did you learn anything of note? It is composed of seemingly high concentrations of lightning energy. Purple glyphs, that would make sense. Lightning is often purple here. Okay. True, there was no catastrophe of lightning. Even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. How are we supposed to get inside? As Zeralja and his army emerge from within it, there ought to be an entrance. An entrance, you say? So happens we have an inkling where one is. The train tunnel. These are engineers of the Zaktural railing. Operates the train between Stoli and Yushtline. Yeah, those two places. Over the trains, we had to look at the dome through a telescope. Thought, a large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. Dungeon. Telling us part of it's inside and part outside? Seemed to be the case. While we only observed it from far, soldiers were coming and going from it. I'd say it serves as a passage from the outside world to whatever's inside. But as you expect, the area was heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. What became of the passengers that went to Yuxnes? Woklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. Oh boy. What? Oh no. Afraid not. Only those passengers headed back here are accounted for. In fact, everything say is fine when we arrived in Shtani. Then a big tremor shocked not long after we did this. I hit the emergency brakes, looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that, huh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should determine how to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. What does it sound? I actually gave some thought. Zeral wants me to prove my father is worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Toral. By charging head on, I make my intentions plain as day. In doing so, he keeps his eye on me. Bold strategy. I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching the base. Something will get you there and break through their defenses a single decisive blow. And we have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, and send her hurtling at it to explode on impact. Stella's eyes open wide. Wow! Chief, have you gone insane? I relieved the train is in one piece. You want to turn it into a bomb? Train's not important. Our dream was to have the railroads running from coast to coast, remember? These invaders have their way. There may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? Stola's probably recognizing them very similar ether patterns as well. Sacrifice we have to make. Besides, we can get a better train later. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome and put a stop to this. Least we can do is help them. But Chief, it's not the first time we've ridden the thing. The things get, no matter how many times we fall, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can build another train, so have faith and quit your complaining. But if we fall really hard and there's no get back up after we're dead? No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. Be a one-way trip. We need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. You alright with that? Won't be the first time. It won't be the first time we've fought on a train before. Wait, really? Yeah. Or the back of a giant vehicle, or a boat, or an airship, right? Or even an airship. It's like, well, we fought on the back of a boat, on the deck of a ship, a barge, or two barges, actually. So be careful out there, honey. Eh? We won't leave you with any sorrows to drown, never fear. I don't know if it's his wife or not, and I'm not about to make that assumption. Seeing I've never had a drink in my life, I certainly hope not. Because they could just be dating. Also, the train doesn't concern me. A good friend's a loving wife beside me. Okay, she was. That's all I need in the end. Exactly. At least we go down a legendary train that saved Taral. That it will. But first, we've got work to do for her to look the part. They don't know much about magic detector. They can do say the word. We'll keep that in mind. They're willing to lend a hand. There's work that needs doing over at the storehouse. Are you going to comment it? Seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Toliol and reform Kona of the situation. I shall return too. I have new investigations to peruse. Or pursue. Indeed. Dome's elemental aspect is similar to the gate in the Golden City. Then we can identify a connection. We may learn something to be useful in our fight. One mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. So we have in our group, we have a universal, a DPS, maybe just staying to DPS and maybe healer still, and not. But them, I can see how it is. Can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. Come on, Freya, don't stand on his head like that. Use the train as an explosive brazen plan, but we have one attempt, best make it count. We have our plan, now let's finish this train and blast our way into the dome. Freya! Without reservations. We'll be calling it out from here, right? Oh yeah. No objections to the plan itself. I have one concern. Zeralja will not strike Tuliol in retaliation. I considered the possibility, but when my brother told to come and prove myself, he meant it. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Tuliyola. It'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so he can crush us and prove his strength. We're more likely to put Tuliyola in danger by not taking the fight to him. So we indulge Zeralja, at least up until Tuliyola has shored up its defenses. Right. We'll charge in from the front, and he'll keep his eyes on us. When time comes, we'll find a way to fortify Tuliyola. If you believe this course, then we shall trust in your judgment. I expect a snow amount of enemy resistance, but we'll do all in our power to assist you. I mean, we're going to be fighting from a train again? Sweet. Look, Graha looks up at you like, again? Won't be the first time. Time is of the essence, so go see what's left to be done for the train. All right. One, two, three, four. Okay. Now they're all out in power. Putting plans into locomotion. Uh-huh. Good jobs. Right, so we have a whole... Thank you, ugly, pricky thing. That's off, brick. Right, so that would mean we should punch through all these quests. Then come back. Snakes on a train line. You didn't have to do that. You could have just left it at snakes on a train, guys. You could have just left it as snakes on a train. You didn't have to add line. So this is acacia gear. We don't know what it opens up to. No, we don't. All right, so we'll have a few bunch of pieces to do, don't we? We do. All right, so we've got Dancer Ninja to still punch through to full levels to basically do those side quests in order to get all that handled. We have the main quest to still punch through, but we're going to be taking the case of clean up all the side quests in Zaktoral. Yes. So, that'll be tomorrow's piece of Go. It will? It will, of course. It means we're on our way to another day. Right, it's time to go for the end of the show. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in, tuning out, or basically showing up for the show, the live, the VOD, the replay, on Twitch or on the YouTube. We don't mind. We like you all each way. So, we'd like to give a thank you all once again and say we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern for more Final Fantasy XIV, The Dawntrail. The side quests and pieces needed doing, so that's what we're up for tomorrow. Right? How the West is fun. And we'll have to say, until then, laters.